Cut. That's how I know when to start.
But isn't it action?
I mean, action.
We're recording right now. Do you want to come say hi really quick?
Welcome to Bookish. I'm Sasha.
And I'm Kendall.
And we're just two girls drunk on some bookish tea.
So sit back, pour yourself a cup, and join us in discussing all kinds of bookish gossip. Welcome back to Bookish. It's been 6 months. How long? Wait,
So July was our last episode.
4? 5? 4?
4 months.
Almost 5.
Almost 5. We missed you a lot.
It's funny, I was looking through the rate at which we publish, and I was like, wow, it's like 2 months consistently.
Yeah.
For the past, I think it's 2 years? 3 years?
Almost 3 years.
I think it's almost 3 years.
I think our 3-year anniversary will be April.
That's wild.
April or May, yeah.
We're not consistent. But
well, we are consistent in that we will put out a couple episodes every year. And I think that
you know what?
A plus.
We haven't let Bookish die.
Nope. So no matter how many life changes we've gone through.
Yes.
And how many studios we've gone through.
Yeah. We tried to... My building supposedly had a podcast lab, and it's actually not supposed. It fully did, and I think they made it about a year ago. They had converted a music space into a podcast lab because that seemed more relevant, I guess, at the time. And so we went in there to check it out today, being like, maybe we can finally see what this is about. They turned it into a poker space.
So if you guys want us to start a poker channel, let us know.
Yeah, apparently that's what the people want.
Yeah.
A poker space. Like, they even had, like, a framed photo of like a poker.
Yeah.
Like a poker set.
It looks like Yahtzee, though, at first.
It did kind of look like
It did not look like poker. But to each their own.
Because it used to be a music room, so they currently have a violin hung up in there.
Yeah.
And now...
I remember when it was a music room.
It's going to be poker.
I guess.
I just don't know. Is that a trend? Or people... I mean,
I
feel like
everyone's... Is poker trendy now?
I feel like people have always enjoyed it. People always enjoy gambling.
I feel like podcasts are more trendy right now than poker.
I remember the first time I played poker.
I've never played poker.
I was so confused and I was so embarrassed.
Are you good at it?
Because I forgot. I was so anxious in this setting, and I'm not gonna divulge on here where I necessarily was during this, but I was so anxious because I didn't know how to play, and I played it off because I was around new people that I did know how to play. And because I was so anxious, I confused the amount that certain coins are worth because we were playing with actual change. And I think I confused a quarter and a dime.
It's okay.
No, it was embarrassing.
Oh. Maybe
I was around,
like really bad, maybe.
Well, they were like just, I don't know. I mean, I was like 18. I feel like I need to know the difference between a quarter and a dime at that point. And I was, it was embarrassing.
It's okay.
That's my spilled tea from the past.
That's...
I get really anxious until being a 4th grade teacher, I got really anxious about like counting coins.
Counting coins? Well, good news. You don't have to count a penny ever again. Well, probably not ever again.
Good news. Like, what about the good luck penny heads up?
Well, there's still going to be... Well, maybe now it would be even better luck to find a penny because they're so rare. I feel like they're going to be rare now.
That's true. That's really sad. That makes me want to just get a bunch of pennies so I can show my children one day.
Like penny collectors are going to... I think that's going to be a thing.
Oh, yeah. The coin industry will be booming.
Popping off.
Yeah.
All these... Yeah.
It's like... I'm going to frame a penny. I'll find a penny from the year 2000 and I'll frame it for my children.
Yeah.
Like, this was the year your mother was born.
Yeah.
We used pennies back then. I don't know. Now
I
it's
have
all...
Yeah, I have
Bitcoin. I don't know what it will be.
I have a $2 bill.
Oh, you do?
And I like collect them. But like I can't use them. Can you?
You can use $2 bills.
You can't use dollar coins, though.
You can't?
No, I don't think so.
Why?
I don't think they take them anymore.
That's dumb. Like, it's still currency.
It
I
is.
mean, outdated currency, but
it's still currency. I agree.
I was looking at a quarter the other day. I think I was really tired. It was not yesterday, but the day before. So, Thursday.
Mm-hmm.
And I was examining the change I received from Aldi because I paid in cash. And I guess I don't usually pay in cash. So that kind of, it interested me. And I was looking at the quarters I got. And one of them was a 2025 or 2024 quarter. And on the back of it, it said Hope. And there was a Reverend on it. I just never seen that design. Because it's usually like the eagle
Yeah.
on the back,
Yeah.
you know, United States of America.
Yeah.
But it was Hope in bubble letters. And this guy's face in the letter. And then I also got a quarter that on the back said Ohio and had this like swallowtail looking bird on there.
Oh, that's actually pretty cool.
There is nothing more exciting than change.
Yeah, we have to have a
Loose
coin segment where we like update with all the cool coins that we found. I'm gonna start looking at coins because I don't think I ever do.
I'm sorry, in my head I was just, do you know, I think it's a meme, right? I only know this because the children in my class do it and they're like, loose change. Do you know what I'm talking about? What is that from? I don't even remember the origin.
I think it's like a... I don't know if it's
just
a
a
meme.
video.
I think it's
like
just I think it's just like a
loose spare change.
Yeah.
That's what it is.
Yeah. I don't know where that comes
Spare
from.
change. I don't know. Hopefully I'm not offending anyone, but that's what this conversation is reminding of me. Reminding of me. I can't
Reminding.
talk
It's okay.
today.
Kendall's having her first cup of coffee of today.
Yes, and it's
I'm 2
my
o'clock.
watch just like right here. It's like,
Oh, look at Kendall and I's matching watch
we do.
bands. Please appreciate. Yes.
Sasha gifted this for me because she gifted one to my sister, and I was like,
Kendall was like,
she
I
could
want
tell I
that.
liked it.
Yeah.
So I was like, don't worry,
If you ever tell me you like something, I will buy it for you.
queen.
Especially matching. I will. I
Yeah,
love
now
matching
we
with
all
people.
3 match.
Yeah, except mine is tarnishing a little bit.
Oh, is it?
Yeah. Especially like on the band.
Oh.
And like it's tarnishing in like a gross way. Like it's yellow. The chain is like yellow.
That's interesting. Do you wear it? Does
I
it
wear it-
wet?
No. Maybe when I wash my hands or something. I don't know.
Yeah, I mean, my Apple Watch gets pretty wet, I feel.
Yeah.
I think it's waterproof. Maybe.
I think they are because,
They're water resistant, I think.
yeah, like Erica swam with it at the beach. Do you remember? And with this band too. Like
she fully
she took it in the
swam with
ocean
it.
with her. Yeah. So
I think they're resistant, kind of like an iPhone, right? Like if you put an iPhone like under sink water, right? It's not gonna just die. It's not good for it, but it's resistant. I mean, if it gets in here, that's an issue.
Yeah.
But
Something like that.
I think it's fine.
I think so.
But I think they do make Apple Watches that are waterproof. This is reminding me. Have you seen that phone sling Apple's trying
Yes.
to market?
I've seen
for
people-
like $250.
Yeah. People would like put it in a sock. And you're like, oh, I
Yeah.
got the new sling or whatever it's called.
I also feel like they have been making little phone satchels forever.
I feel like
Not
it's very
Apple, but
2014 to
Yeah.
have like a phone bag.
Yeah, that used to be a thing.
That was a
right?
thing. I had
Oh my
one.
gosh. I remember, I don't know if it was, no, it wasn't me who owned it. It was Erica. She had this green, it looked like a little cage, and it had a chain on it.
Yeah.
Do you know what I'm talking about? And yeah, it was
Yeah.
crossbody, and she would wear it every time she went to a concert. Or
Yeah,
something.
that was like the thing back then. Like you would wear
Yeah.
that to a concert or like
Wait, does that mean 2014
I think
is
it's
coming
coming
back
back.
in 2026?
Yes.
A full Tumblr.
there already is like a
Era.
Tumblr like comeback happening already. So I think the slings are a indicator that it's coming back even more.
Wow.
So we're calling it first here now.
Love it. I mean, I feel like I could tell last year there seemed to be a bit of a reemergence. I've seen little pop-ups of it this year. But I feel like it's... Maybe I'll come back full swing. I'm not mad at that either.
You know what I want?
That was my best... Because that was... You know what? That was my era where I wanted... So, like, I was on Tumblr and I wanted so badly to emulate it.
Yeah.
But I couldn't afford it.
Yeah, and I remember, I feel like, yeah, when we're like in an awkward age. Yeah, because back then.
Where we're hot. And
yeah, and we're like have our own money and like we can spend it. Yeah, I feel that way from like 2000s fashion too. Like we were alive during the 2000s and like conscious and like, yeah, we were just really young. So
we wanted to look like that, but it would be entirely inappropriate if we did.
Yeah, and it's just like we couldn't, yeah. So I love getting like very 2000s thing, not in a trendy way, although there's nothing wrong with getting in a trendy way, in a way that like heals my inner child because like I can,
it's nostalgic.
Yeah, it's like this is what I want it to look like.
Yeah,
well, not this right now.
It's it's how you envisioned yourself. Like when I'm an adult, when I'm a teenager, I'm gonna look like this. I'm gonna dress like this.
Yeah.
So it's
exactly. Bring back 2014. Bring back 2016.
I'm so excited.
2016 music. 2016 makeup. Maybe not the fashion.
On
but the makeup, yes.
No, not on Thanksgiving. For our Friendsgiving. I come in, I'm prepping the chicken.
Kendall makes a really good
roast chicken.
Was it just a roasted chicken?
Yeah, just a roast chicken.
It's so good. So Friendsgiving, I planned it kind of last minute, but I text Kendall and I'm like, hey, can you come to Friendsgiving? And she's like, yes. And it's like, okay, perfect. You're making the chicken.
Yeah, she was very, I was like, is there anything you can do? And it was just assignment.
Chicken.
She didn't, well, I was happy to do it. I would have brought anything.
You had no choice
in that moment, but especially the chicken.
Yeah.
It's healing.
But yeah, you were cooking the chicken and then I'm putting on music on the TV. And I'm like, oh, do you have any requests? And she goes, 2016 throwback playlist, and that played all night.
Yep. Well, actually, before that,
everyone loved it though.
I first said, I was like, I don't know, put on something fun. Like it was just a very.
It was a very mom
to say. Like I'm cooking a roast chicken.
Put on something fun.
Something I can dance to.
Yeah.
And I'm like, no, 2016 like party mix.
Yeah. Kind of. And all night, everyone was commenting about how much they love the music. So she did a great job.
Yeah, I was inspired actually by Tim for that because he was playing 2016 music in the car earlier that day and was reminiscing about that time period. And then I was like, wait, this music is so fire.
What a great time.
Great time to be alive. Kind of. It was an awkward time. I mean, I was peak high school. Were you just entering high school?
I was, 2016, I was still in middle school. Yeah. I think I started high school 2017.
Yeah.
That's crazy.
Coming of age music. Soundtrack of our lives.
Exactly.
Like I said, I'm so excited one day to have kids and be like, they don't make music like this anymore.
Honestly, I feel like we still say that.
They don't make music like this
anymore. We say that
now
at the ripe age of like early 20s.
Yeah. Well, I'm mid-20s. So
oh, well.
Fear.
By extension of me, you're still in your early 20s.
I don't fear aging, but it is crazy that I'm... the fact that 2026 is fast approaching. Because I feel like your late 20s is where you envision your... Like, when you're a kid, you're like, there's a lot of monumental things that happen and you think.
Yeah.
I don't know how true that is. And as I see people grow up around me, I don't think it's that true. I feel like your 30s is really when things usually shifts. I feel like your 20s is kind of like, you don't know.
Your 20s is just like learning.
Yeah.
Like, I feel like I'm entering that kind of like, and I feel like we've said this on the podcast before, like 23 is like crisis year.
Would you agree? So college, 19 through 23. But yeah, 23 especially, I think, because your jobs, I feel like relationships, you're not in college anymore, so the communities you've built
are like changing. And guess who's turning 23 in 5 months? 4 months? 4 months technically.
Yeah.
So Looking forward to
Yeah,
that.
23 was my year. I went through that, as in I went through it.
Yeah.
And I think my life changed a lot. I don't know.
Hopefully
Did
that'll
it change for
be
the
me.
better? It did. In certain ways. But in
Yeah.
other ways, I think it was a year I realized life's just hard. And then it just kept being hard. Like, you know?
Yeah.
Like, that, it just, adulthood hit me where I was like, okay, I get it now.
Yeah.
Like, life's just hard.
Yeah, I definitely did not feel like an adult until I graduated college.
Mm-hmm.
And you're like, wow, I literally have to, like, figure everything else out on my own.
Yeah.
In one way or another.
Yeah.
But it was something I was recently thinking about was, you know, in the 13 Going on 30 movie?
Mm-hmm.
I, like, kind of feel like that. Like, I'm like, I kind of want to be 30. And, like, have experience in life.
Everyone in their 30s I feel like women look better somehow.
Yeah.
I feel like they grow
agree.
into themselves and they genuinely look so stunning to me.
I agree.
Especially when you've known someone throughout all the stages. It's like, wow, in your 30s, you're like
Peak you.
You understand you usually, I feel like, career-wise, maybe have almost just more confidence. I don't think it genuinely means that you're in the best place in your career, but I feel like maybe you're just more sure of yourself.
Yeah.
That's how it comes
and
across.
I want that.
Me too.
I want that.
It's gonna take a lot of work and a lot of
mistakes.
pain.
And yeah.
But
Anyways,
it's fine.
let's introduce our friend, our co-host guest.
Did I name him?
Yeah.
More Grim.
Morgrim. He's got a little bell.
Christmas gnome.
And he's...
Oh, do we have a special guest?
Oh, we do.
Oh my god. We're recording right now. Do you want to come say hi really quick?
2 hours later.
Hello. We are back
With a special guest.
with an actual special guest.
Yes.
Not our note. Introduce yourself.
My name's Erica. I'm Kendall's sister and Sasha's best friend.
The
Yay.
famous Erica that we always talk about
Yes.
is now finally on the podcast.
Here I am.
Here she is.
More Grim's actually her other form.
Yeah, actually, she just
Yeah.
like popped up out of the
I mean, I do like gnomes too.
the gnome.
Yeah.
So
Check out my Instagram handle, erica.m.gnomes.
There you go.
it's very fitting.
Yes.
So what we're gonna do today, we're gonna get into it because me and Kendall yapped a lot in that first segment, and that was our unofficial spilled tea.
Spare change.
So spare change. So we're gonna do a Spotify Wrapped, but instead of music, it's books.
Favorite authors of the year.
Yeah.
I thought it
So-
was favorite books.
It is, but like...
/ who we enjoyed most, but it's mainly books.
Oh, okay.
So we do have some honorable mentions, but we're keeping it to our top 2 or 3 books of the year. Who would like to go first?
Do you want me to start?
Yeah, you can start.
I can start.
So
Well,
we have the summaries picked out too.
should I start with the one that doesn't have a summary then?
Yes. Yeah.
So this year, I don't think, since July,
It's been a minute.
since we've talked.
Yikes.
Yeah. It's okay. I have, and Sasha has as well, reread the Chronicles of Narnia series by C.S. Lewis. And it was a magical adventure. It changed me as a person. It made me feel like a child again. And also reading it as an adult gave me a very new perspective on the themes. And I decided to reread it because I teach the Lion, the Witch, and the Wardrobe. It's the first novel study I do in the year. So I thought I needed to understand the whole universe better. And it was really good. Made me cry. I listened to it on audio though.
Yeah.
But it was a tearjerker. It's fantastic. I need to continue watching the movies because I never watched Voyage of the Dawn Treader.
We started watching
What
Prince
is that?
Caspian.
That's the third one.
The third one, so it goes in the movies. It goes Lion, Witch, and the Wardrobe, Prince Caspian, and then Voyage of the Dawn Treader.
And then Magician's Nephew
I
is
don't
being
remember that.
made into a movie currently.
Oh, yeah.
By Greta Gerwig, right?
Yeah.
The woman who did Barbie.
Barbie.
Greta Thunberg.
Honestly, though, I do get that confused sometimes. But yeah. And then when Kendall was reading Narnia, then I decided to be a copycat and also read Narnia.
I think it happened naturally, though, didn't it?
Oh, no, it was because you were reading it or listening to it. And then I only got until Voyage of the Dawn Treader. And then my library card expired.
Wait, you didn't get past Voyage of the Dawn Treader?
No, I didn't finish it.
Okay. Well,
So I have yet to finish it. But it's because the last time we talked about it, I had the card and then it just all of a sudden expired. And you have to like go into the branch, the library branch, to actually get it renewed. You can't just renew it online.
Sasha and I have vowed that we're going to do that together because mine also
Yeah.
expired as of last week. Did yours expire?
Did yours expire recently?
No. I also have like 5 different ones.
Oh.
I kind of too.
How can you?
But they expire eventually.
different
Well, I
ones.
don't know if we can say where we live,
No, we don't
but
say where we live. Just the
where
general
we
area.
live,
Have we?
we can get multiple different library cards in surrounding counties, cities,
Oh, so you have them in
So-
different counties?
different states.
What?
Yeah.
Erica's like,
Oh.
it's so funny.
I only have
Well,
one.
my coworker,
Yeah, I only
she
have
told
one
me
too.
about that because she is from the Midwest, and she.
But why
taught
would
me
you
about
do that?
this. So because a lot of the times I want a book, but it's
Like
Like,
on hold?
it's on hold. So then I go to another library, and I get
in a
it.
different county?
Yeah, it's excellent.
Oh, wow.
It's
You
the
must
trick.
really
She's
want
really,
that
like,
book.
beating the system.
I am beating the system.
I didn't know you did that.
That's smart.
Respect. Okay, I'm gonna hand over the summaries
Okay.
to you. So
So-
Narnia's number 1.
My next one, in keeping in theme with the middle grade books, which is a change for me, I read numerous Katherine Applegate books this year, but the one that I was most excited to read was the newest one called Pocket Bear, which Sasha, Eric, were you there?
No, she was sick.
Oh, right. Never mind. I thought she was there.
Yeah, I was bedridden.
She was going to be there.
Yeah, you were supposed to be there.
But we went to the National Book,
Book Festival.
Festival.
Well, now they know where we live.
They know
in
we
DC.
live.
Oh,
They know
okay.
what state we live in.
Yeah.
I think. Yeah, in DC. And Katherine Applegate spoke. And I really wanted to ask a question, but I couldn't.
Kendall
like,
was
I was
in
second to
line.
last with
We
a
were
bunch
like-
of 9-year-olds. I was the only
Kendall-
adult.
Kendall was in line.
And I was so
right?
anxious to
And
go
she
ask
was,
a question.
She was the same height as all the kids, so I kept losing her. I'm like, my God, where does she go? And all these 9-year-olds are the same height as you.
Which is
But
funny
yeah.
because I teach 9-year-olds
Yeah,
too. So
it was so
but that's,
funny.
That's also why I really wanted to go up there. Because
Yeah.
I was like,
And
the
you were
kids are
s-
going to freak out if I
Yeah.
talk to Katherine Applegate.
They know who she is.
Yeah.
Because we read The One and Only Ivan as a novel study.
Oh, the
Which is one of her
elephant one?
books with the gorilla. And yes, there's an elephant and a dog.
Yeah.
Involved.
You were like they stopped right at you or something. They
like
stopped
right
asking
before.
for questions.
Yeah. And
She was really close.
Probably did that on purpose.
So, oh,
It's really upsetting.
That's-
And then I
I'd
was
be
like,
mean if that
I'm going
was-
to go buy Pocket Bear because it hadn't been released yet officially on the market, but I guess an early reader's copy for all the authors
Yeah, there was, like-
were being sold
Yeah.
at the book festival.
Yeah.
And I wanted to get it signed, and they sold out of all the copies of Pocket Bear. I lost it to a 9-year-old, which is good. The
Kendall was
kid
about
should
to
get it first.
throw hands.
The kid should get it first. But my aunt on my birthday actually purchased a copy of Pocket Bear for me, and she was like, "This is what you want?" She asked me like 3 times. Like, Kendall, really? Like, this is for like 9-year-olds. But I will read the summary if you haven't heard of it. Thimble born from tip to toe, Pocket Bear remembers every moment of his becoming. The glimmering needle, the silken thread, the tender hands as each careful stitch brought him closer to himself. Born during the throes of World War I, he was designed to fit into the pocket of a soldier's jacket, eyes sewn a bit higher than normal so that he always gazed upward. That way, glancing at his pocket, a soldier would see an enduring token of love from someone back home, and hopefully a good luck charm. Now, over a century later, Pocket serves as unofficial mayor of Second Chance's home for the tossed and treasured, where stuffed toy animals are refurbished and given a fresh opportunity to be loved. He and his best feline friend, Zephrina, known far and wide as the cat burglar. Struggling there. I do read at a middle grade level.
Do you
Kidding.
girl?
Sorry.
No, Zephrina, that's hard.
Yeah, but burglar is what I was like. Burglar? Have seen it all and then some. An unforgettable tale of bravery, loyalty, and kindness. Pocket Bear reminds us all that love comes in many forms, sometimes filled with fluff, and that second chances are always possible. And this book was so lovely and as cute as it sounds. In addition to that, what you don't know from the summary is that the people who own Second Chance Home for Toys are 2 Ukrainian refugees. One of them is a daughter who hurt her leg and got like a permanent injury due to like bombings. And she creates personal biographies for all of the animals they get.
So this is
and
real?
they
That's
leave
so
him.
cute.
No, it's just like based.
Oh.
When we went to the book festival, Katherine Applegate said that she gets a lot of inspiration for her books from like anger. So when
she's
real
mad
events,
about Ukraine.
yeah. So when real events in the world are happening, and she sees a news story or something that, infuriates her because it's like an injustice, right? She tends to write about it. So most of her
Good
books
for
are
her.
like that. Yeah, and it's really cute. It was just cute. Like the little girl, she writes biographies about every single toy, and they have a
That's
process. She leaves each toy in the wagon for 3 days outside their home in case a kid wants to claim them. And then they have like a whole process of how they go through and clean them, and it's very cute. I don't know.
That is cute.
It's just a cute book. If you want an uplifting read that you can finish in like 2 days because it's only like 160 pages, it's a good one. And I did cry.
Wholesome.
Very wholesome.
That is
And then what was my last one? This one's
No.
not as wholesome.
I think it's the one.
No, it's this one.
next to it. Oh, is it? Oh, never
Yeah.
mind.
I read I don't know if I'm pronouncing this right, The Crowns of Nyaxia books this year. The first being The Serpent and the Wings of Night. So I'm going to read the summary for that.
This
was my... No, I think it's supposed to be adult.
It's like a romantasy, right?
It's romantasy. Yeah, it's definitely adult. And this is a long summary, but it's very good. For humans and vampires, the rules of survival are the same. Never trust, never yield, and always, always guard your heart. The adopted human daughter of the Nightborn vampire king, Oriah, carved her place in a world designed to kill her. Her only chance to become something more than prey is entering the Kajari, a legendary tournament held by the goddess of death herself. But winning won't be easy amongst the most vicious warriors from all 3 vampire houses. To survive, Oriah is forced to make an alliance with a mysterious rival. Everything about Rain is dangerous. He is a ruthless vampire, an efficient killer, an enemy to her father's crown, and her greatest competition. Yet, what terrifies Oriah most of all is that she finds herself oddly drawn to him.
Oh.
But there's no room for compassion in the Kajari. War for the House of Night brews, shattering everything that Oriah thought she knew about her home. And Rain may understand her more than anyone, but their blossoming attraction could be her downfall, in a kingdom where nothing is more deadly than love.
That seems really good.
chill.
I would read that.
I've been wanting to read that.
I've
actually.
seen this book everywhere.
It's really good. It's a classic romantasy. I think it's often described as kind of a meet between the Hunger Games and Twilight, just because of like the
The
vampire.
vampires. I love a good
elements, and-
vampire love story that never gets old.
Yeah, and it's really well done. It hits all the marks for romantasy. The protagonist is honestly, I feel like, very emotionally complex. She has some
Love that.
trauma, lots of trauma that they delve into as they progress. And it is really scary. I mean, she's the only human in a realm of vampires, and she's fighting there's only one winner of the Kajari, and she's fighting against all these vampires who
know what
often
it-
get like starved.
You know what it reminds me of?
They also all live together. What?
Vampire Night.
Kind of like Vampire Night.
Is that the
Not in a
anime?
school setting.
Yeah,
Yeah.
the anime.
Oh.
So good. So amazing. It is kind of like that. And he's like, Rain is, he's not kind, he's like a little dark and brooding. You know, it's just classic romantasy tropes. It was what I needed. And it was the one romantasy I really sped through this year. And I thought it was well written. And the ending really was a plot twist. Big plot twist. Didn't expect it. Yeah, there's a lot of betrayal in this book. And I thought the events were interesting as well. Like the different trials this goddess has. The lore is interesting. I mean, it's a good book. Good series. I recommend. However, I know the series is popular, so I'm sure many.
But you would
read
say
it.
it's worth the hype.
Yeah, I mean, it's just a classic romantasy.
Yeah.
Like, is it groundbreaking? No. But is it a good twist on vampires?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. And they're kind of like, they're like winged. You know what I mean?
Oh, okay.
They have like big black wings that are.
Why is it called Serpent in the Wings? Who's a snake? Is there a snake in it?
No.
Huh.
I forget why the serpent is in there. I think there's some metaphor. I mean, if you're looking.
Snake.
I mean, Wings of Night vampires. They have wings. Serpent. I wonder if that's her. But actually, I feel like that might be a double metaphor because there's betrayal. You know, like a snake.
Yeah, like a snake, yeah.
So, like the serpent. Who's the serpent?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
You know?
I found both
You
of
guys
those
should
books.
watch it. I mean, watch it. Read it.
I found both of those books at one of those like free libraries, and they were in like perfect condition.
You got them, right?
Huh?
You got them, right?
Yeah. Oh, I took those home.
Yeah, you should read it.
I was
You should
mad
read it
excited.
too.
Yeah.
If you want, if you're in for a good romantasy, that it's also pretty. It's relatively slow burn as well. Like it's not super crazy.
It got a lot of ratings. Look at that.
It's like it's very
It's really popular.
Yeah.
I don't know if I would say it's like a book talk book
Um,
necessarily.
I mean, it got a lot of hype, I think, on Book
yeah.
Talk. I mean, it's, again, classic. It's a good... readers also enjoyed Quicksilver,
Quicksilver, I
One
was
Dark
gonna-
Window.
Yeah, I would get
Spark of the
Quicksilver
Everflames.
and this book confused for some reason. In my head, Quicksilver
This is
also, like,
always
a
advertised
vampire
on
book.
my Kindle.
Yeah.
Quicksilver,
Callie
vampire.
Hart.
Quicksilver
Showing
looks...
other things.
Is he emo? Oh, does he cry silver? Who's this man?
So many
Anyway.
fantasy books.
That was my fantasy book of the year. I feel like I actually did not read that much romantasy. Aside from like Once Upon a Broken Heart. And those I finished that series in 2025, but I started it in 2024. That's why I did not include it. But Stephanie Garber, honorable mention. Love her.
Yeah, that was one of mine. One of my...
Have you read those yet?
Where was it?
Who, me?
Yeah. Once Upon a Broken Heart is one of my top 3
no.
books. It was... I really... And I remember talking to both of you about it. I was not into the first book. I was like, this is so stupid. I am bored. Why
Yeah,
are they
I
talking about
remember.
cake so much?
Yeah.
I remember thinking that. And then one day I just was like, I think I was driving home from somewhere. And I just turned on the audiobook. And I listened to the whole series on audiobook. And it just like got me. And I was like, wait, this is actually really good.
It's really good.
And I like sped through all of this whole series. So like
Did you reread Caraval?
I did. That's my honorable mention. Like, I liked Caraval, and I liked the whole series.
But did you like Jackson it?
I did. Yeah, I didn't, like, love... Honestly, I didn't... I loved him more in these books.
Yeah.
Because he was very much,
More
like,
complex.
yearning, and he was very complex, and it was...
Yeah.
I almost, because I listened to all of them, I almost want to, like, actually read them. Like, I want to... I don't know if that counts as rereading because people have opinions about audiobooks not being reading. I think they are.
No, that's reading.
But I would literally, like, I think, so my top, so in my list, it's the 3rd book from this series. And I literally, one night, I would listen to it while I'm, like, cleaning or while I'm like getting ready for bed, and I laid down in my bed and I stared at my wall for the last hour of the book because I was like, I actually want to know what happens right now. And I did that, and I was like crying at the end.
That's awesome.
Because it was done. So, okay, I'm gonna read the synopsis. My favorite was like the third book, but I'm gonna read the synopsis for the whole series because I don't want to give spoilers. Okay. For as long as she can remember, Evangeline Fox has believed in true love and happy endings until she learns that the love of her life will marry another. Desperate to stop the wedding and heal her wounded heart, Evangeline strikes a deal with the charismatic but wicked Prince of Hearts. In exchange for his help, he asks for 3 kisses to be given at a time and place of his choosing. But after Evangeline's first promised kiss, she learns that bargaining with an immortal is a dangerous game, and that the Prince of Hearts wants far more from her than she pledged. He has plans for Evangeline, plans that will either end in the greatest happily ever after or the most exquisite tragedy. Dun, dun, dun. I loved these books.
So good.
I loved, especially the third book. Ugh, so good. I forgot what the third one was called.
I get them all confused.
They all kind of sound the same. I think it's like A Curse of True Love.
That one's the third.
I think that's the third.
Yeah.
Amazing. I love the series. And then I read Caraval after this series, which is my honorable mention, which I did really like Caraval. And I loved the like sister story. Because it was like,
and I love Tella.
I love
She's
Tella.
Great.
I think
Scarlet, but Tella I love.
Yeah, Scarlet was annoying.
Yeah.
I did like her though. I think I liked the contrast of the two.
Yeah, they're very different.
Of them. And I thought that was interesting on how they did that. So that was one of my books.
I think Stephanie Garber wrote it with her sister in mind. She has a sister.
Well, which one would she be?
Sister story. I'm not saying she
Scarlet's
self-inserted,
like the main character in
but
the first one.
I know she. I don't know if I watched an interview or read something, but
She's like, is it based on like one is her and one is like her sister?
I mean, probably like a little bit of
I would
self-insert.
be curious
I don't
like
know
which one she most resonates with.
I'm sure there's an interview. Someone's definitely asked.
Somebody has to tell us. My second book is The Night and the Moth by Rachel Gillig. I absolutely loved this. It was like, I think it came out this year.
I need to read that.
Yeah,
That's
May
one of the things
2025.
I kept
I
wanting to
really
read,
wanna
but
read
I
it.
did not.
It's like fantasy, but I thought it was different because we read a lot of fantasy, and after a while things become kind of repetitive.
Yes.
And mundane, and I'm like, I've seen it all, but this one was really good. It was like gothic fantasy.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm gonna read it. And it's kind of romantic, but kind of not. But it's like the romance isn't like the full plot. Okay. Sybil Delling has spent 9 years dreaming of having no dreams at all. Like the other foundling girls who traded a decade of service for a home in the great cathedral, Sybil is a diviner. I think it's a diviner, not diviner, because that wouldn't make any sense. In her dreams, she receives visions from 6 unearthly figures known as omens. From them, she can predict terrible things before they occur, and lords and common folk alike travel across the kingdom of Trom's wind-swept moors to learn their futures by her dreams. Just as she and her sister diviners near the end of their service, a mysterious knight arrives at the cathedral. Rude, heretical, and devilishly handsome, the knight Roderick has no respect for Sybil's visions. But when Sybil's fellow diviners begin to vanish one by one, she has no choice but to seek his help in finding them. For the world outside the cathedral's cloister is wrought with peril. Only the gods that have answers she is seeking, and as much as she would rather avoid Roderick's dark eyes and sharp tongue, only a heretic can defeat a god.
Is it heretic?
I think it's heretic.
Heretic. Oh.
Pretty sure. I love this book. I like the main character. He's like different. Like I feel like lately it's like cookie cutter like shadow daddy trope, and he's like brooding and like you know what I'm talking about? Like he's like like I can like pick him out, like his personalities. I can pick him apart from like other fantasy. You know,
that's good.
So yeah, I would definitely recommend that. And I think the second book is coming out in 2026, and it's not that long. It's like Yeah, 385 pages. So
Oh.
it took me like a week.
Yeah. Not bad.
So it depends on if you're a fast reader, this might take you less than a week. But yeah. Okay. My last one
Slewfoot.
is Slewfoot, which we have an unreleased episode about.
What happened to that episode?
It just went and it got lost. I don't know what happened to it, but we had a whole episode about Slewfoot.
Did it get deleted?
I think so. Something
That
happened
was a
to
really
it.
insightful
It
episode.
was really good.
Slewfoot was our.
Maybe we'll have to redo it.
We had such enriching conversations.
We
about
did.
Slewfoot.
We did. It's by Brom, who in that episode I talked about how I confuse him with Bram Stoker, who wrote Dracula, and I thought they were the same person for the longest time. They are not.
They'd be friends.
I feel like they would be friends.
Yeah.
Yeah, Slewfoot. We talked about how it's like men who write women correctly,
Yes.
and that was like a big thing.
He did it very well.
And it's very like gothic, historical fantasy, witchy kind of vibes.
It's just good.
So good.
That's it. It's just because sometimes you get really tired of the classic romantasy tropes because there is a bit of romance in this one in a way. Very well. Nope.
I think so. Our intuition.
Our interpretation
yeah.
of the romance, but I don't know. It's just really well written, and
Yeah.
the characters are really complex, and the writing,
Especially the main, and I love the ending.
the writing's just eloquent too.
It is.
It's just well written.
And in an age, and this is not calling anybody out, but I feel like sometimes, like writing, I just feel like people don't write like this
People
anymore.
Well,
Even though this was published in 2021,
Well,
it's just like
also
it's a different type.
Well, how can you? Because it's like when you sign a deal, people are popping out books left and right. That's
They
not
are.
natural.
Yeah, I think we talked about this.
We
Fast
did.
fashion of books.
Yeah.
Okay, I'm gonna read the summary for Slewfoot. A spirited young Englishwoman, Abatha, arrives at a Puritan colony betrothed to a stranger, only to become quickly widowed when her husband dies under mysterious circumstances. All alone in this pious and patriarchal society, Abatha fights for what little freedom she can grasp onto, while trying to stay true to herself and her past. Enter Slewfoot, a powerful spirit of antiquity, newly woken, and trying to find his own role in the world, healer or destroyer, protector or predator. But as the shadows walk and the villagers start dying, a new rumor is whispered. Witch. Both Abatha and Slewfoot must swiftly decide who they are and what they must do to survive in a world intent on hanging any who meddle in the dark arts. And it also has some illustrations in the actual book, which are
Brom did.
like illustrated by Brom. I've had a lot of coffee, so I can't talk properly.
It's okay.
But I love Abatha and Slewfoot. He's called, what is he called? Samson?
Mm-hmm.
That's what she calls him. I feel like they have chemistry.
They do.
And I think he's hot.
Yeah.
So-
well, it's just a very complex character. And so is
Yeah.
Abatha. They're very complex characters who experience a range of emotions. And I love when people turn things on their heads because
Yeah.
Samson is obviously either a devil figure
Yeah.
or potentially just like an ancient
Like spirit.
menacing god
Yeah.
or forest spirit.
And he has like no memory.
Yeah.
So he's like trying to figure out, he like slowly uncovers who he is and what his actual past is.
Well, plus they bring in that colonial and Native American
They do.
history
Yeah, they
that
do.
coincide, and that's woven into the storyline. It's just
And like Abatha
just go.
and Slewfoot / Samson, like they're mirrored
they
in their
are.
personality and like how the people around them like treat them.
Mhm.
This is so good. I still think about this book all the time, and I read it in like February.
I read it last year. I
Yeah.
was looking on
Yeah,
my
'cause you
thing,
read
and I was
it-
like, oh my gosh, 2024? That's
Another
crazy.
book that Kendall recommended, and you were totally right. I really follow your lead. If you tell me something's good,
Thank you. I'll do the same
I will.
to you.
I will read it. Another honorable mention: The Poppy War by R.F. Kuang or Kuang.
Kuang,
I don't know. Kuang. It's a really good East Asian fantasy that's based off of actual history I don't remember what it's based off of. But yeah, it's very heavy. I will say it's not like, I did not go into it thinking that it was as heavy and like intense as it was. But it was honestly really good. So that's my honorable mention. The whole series.
I've wanted to read it since I want to say 19.
That makes sense because it came out 2018.
Because I remember that's around the time that I joined like Bookstagram, and I remember it was very popular, and I was like, oh, I really want to get on this, and I never did because I don't know why. I just never did. But I know how much you loved it, so hopefully in 2026 that can be on my list.
And like, I think this writer is so talented, and like, it's not only like it's more political fantasy, but it's not only that. Like, it targets like racism and colorism and like class and like war. It's so good. Not to say there's no like romance or anything in this.
Yeah, but
there's
it's
like
not
cool
the
magic.
plot. There's a lot of complexity.
And I love the main character, Rin. She's like one of my favorite like fantasy characters.
To date.
That's awesome. Yeah, I would say she's definitely on top. That's my honorable mention, that and Careful. Those are my top ones. And now it's Erica's turn. Erica's gonna take a stab at it.
Yay! Oh, look, this one has the most ratings out of all the books you guys said. Over 1 million ratings.
That's crazy.
So this is a good book, and it came out 2023. It is called None of This Is True by Lisa Jewell.
Is it a thriller?
It is a thriller. All her books are thrillers. And
She's your favorite author, right?
Yeah, she's my favorite author of all time.
Really? Of all time?
Honestly, yeah.
Wow.
I have never read any other book that I've been able to finish as fast as her books. Like, and it's not just one of her books. Like, every book by her, I finish within a day or two. Because they're just so
Impressive.
good.
Yeah.
And they're just entertaining. Okay. I shall read it. Celebrating her 45th birthday at her local pub, popular podcaster Alex Summers crosses paths with an unassuming woman called Josie Fair. Josie, it turns out, is also celebrating her 45th birthday. They are, in fact, birthday twins. A few days later, Alex and Josie bump into each other again, this time outside Alex's children's school. Josie has been listening to Alex's podcast and thinks she might be an interesting subject for her series. She is, she tells Alex, on the cusp of great changes in her life. Josie's life appears to be strange and complicated, and although Alex finds her unsettling, she can't quite resist the temptation to keep making the podcast. Slowly, she starts to realize that Josie has been hiding some very dark secrets, and before she knows it, Josie has...
What is that word?
I don't know how to say that.
Unveiled?
No.
Inveigled?
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 What does that mean?
Or is it silent?
I don't know.
Unveiled.
In blah, 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 her way into Alex's life and into her home. But as quickly as she arrived, Josie disappears. Only then does Alex discover that Josie has left a terrible and terrifying legacy in her wake, and that Alex has become the subject of her own true crime podcast.
Nice.
With her life and her family's lives under mortal threat. Who is Josie Fair, and what has she done?
Ooh.
I guess
Inveigle.
What does that mean?
Persuade someone to do something by means of deception or flattery.
Well, Lucid was British, so it could be like a British thing.
Maybe, yeah.
Also,
She writes in British terminology.
Before you finish your thoughts, have either of you watched All Her Fault?
No, I don't have Peacock.
Oh, right.
But I was going to say, this book reminds me of the Netflix show I just finished, The Beast in Me.
Beast in Me, so good.
Because she writes a book on the guy, and this is like, she's just doing a podcast on this girl. So it's kind of similar, and, you know, bad things happen.
Do you think people... say another documentary?
Do you think the people who like The Beast in Me would like this book?
I would say if you like, The Beast in Me, if you like thrillers, if you like true crime podcasts too, definitely would check out, honestly, any of her books, but also this book in particular.
Is this your favorite of her books?
I mean, no. I mean, I don't know. I don't think I have a favorite of her books. You
just enjoy all of
I think
them.
they're all equally good, honestly. I think they all
What's the best?
are just amazing. And they're just so easy to read. That's what I love about them. And so I highly recommend it to anyone if you want a thriller. And
Read it.
oh, look.
Shelved by Erica. That's what it says in my Goodreads.
Yeah, no, it was really good. Highly, highly recommend.
I need to read one of her books. That's been on my list.
It was really good.
Do you have them physically?
Yeah, I on my bookshelf. I have one bookshelf of just Lisa Jewell books.
Oh.
Yeah,
I read one over winter break.
you should. I think this one was really good. That's just her newest one. I think she's coming out with another
Well, I
one.
love true crime podcasts. I feel like I would enjoy that.
Well, not honestly. Oh, I hit the mic.
Okay,
Oops.
That's fine.
I don't. This is the only like podcast kind of one though.
Well, I'm not saying just because
Yeah.
of that, but that sounds especially intriguing to me since I
And honestly, they're not really gross because sometimes they can be like really gross and gory. These type of
Yeah.
books, but they're not. They're a little gory. It's like maybe like towards the end or something. But if you listen to podcasts, I think it's like equally the
Yeah.
same type of gore, and it's also. I mean, it's not really scary. Like none of her books scared me. You know,
they're just
but
thrilling.
honestly,
You wanna
they
Yeah,
could
the thrillers.
happen.
turn in the pages.
It could happen to
Yeah.
you in real life,
Yeah.
but I don't know.
I love a good thriller.
It's just a good thriller. Can't complain.
What's your next one?
Yeah, let's see. I forgot what I picked.
Oh.
Oh, this one's really popular. This one has over 2 million ratings. Wow, I picked popular books.
You did. Wow.
Well, this one's old. This one, oh, I didn't say it. Midnight Library by Matt Haig.
Haig.
Came out in 2020. That's a
Won
little
the
old.
Goodreads Choice Award.
It's really good. So, between life and death, there's a library. When Nora Seed finds herself in the Midnight Library, she has a chance to make things right. Up until now, her life has been full of misery and regret. She feels she has let everyone down, including herself. But things are about to change. The books in the Midnight Library enable Nora to live as if she had done things differently. With the help of an old friend, she can now undo every one of her regrets as she tries to work out her perfect life. But things aren't always what she imagined they'd be. And soon her choices place the library and herself in extreme danger. Before time runs out, she must answer the ultimate question. What is the best way to live? Very good book. It's very thought-provoking. I would say if you're depressed, read this book. I read it when I was depressed because it makes you realize, like,
Puts things in perspective.
puts things in perspectives, but also, like, just because you let's say you went down a different path and maybe you wanted to, or your parents wanted you to, it doesn't necessarily mean it was the wrong path, because at the end of the day, you have no idea what the universe has in store. Like, you don't know how, I don't know, the cosmic energies work. And that, you know, like, let's say, if I was really rich, maybe I would have cancer. You know, it's like, that's like basically the book. It's like, nothing's black and white. And I think it does make you realize that to live life with no regrets, for one, but also don't be too hard on yourself or too hard on your life, because there is just no such thing as a perfect life. So don't take everything so
true.
seriously. But that's why I think it's a fictional book, and there's like magic in it, so it has that elements to it. But I think out of all the books I read, it has the deepest meaning. And I cried reading this. So it meant a lot to me, this book.
I like that you chose books that are really popular, because I feel like they're books that I've seen a lot and I've been like, oh, I'm intrigued because people like them.
Yeah.
But I always worry if they're overhyped. So hearing you say that
No.
they genuinely
Yeah.
had an impact on you makes me want to pick them up.
Yeah, this book is so good. It really was. I also don't like fiction books in general. Like, if I'm gonna read something that's not real, it's gonna be like fantasy. Like, gonna be super
Yeah.
You
fiction.
don't like a realistic.
I don't
or
really, yeah. I mean, I
realism?
guess this is,
It's magical.
it's like
realism.
contemporary, I guess. Like, I don't really
Yeah.
like those type of books. But this book in particular, it just makes you
Well, both
think
books are
differently.
contemporary.
No, it's thriller.
Yeah, I was
No,
like the
this
first was
is
a
true.
thriller.
Yeah, but it takes place
Oh, yeah.
still.
Yeah.
No.
I think it's a good mix where you're not getting like too much fantasy, like world building, classic. Like
Yeah.
this
Yeah.
one's pretty
Magical
more
elements.
thought provoking than
Yeah.
like
And there's not like there's not really like a plot to it, which usually I find boring, but it works. I don't know. This book just works.
I do want to read
Hits
this
home.
next year.
I'm excited.
Okay, you had a couple more.
Yeah.
This was
More than 3?
Probably the most
the
overhyped
one.
book. I'm not sorry. I said that wrong. I mean,
not
the most like people
hyped
talk about this
book.
one book a lot.
Yeah.
So The Cruel Prince. I mean, do I even have to say the summary? Like everyone
No.
knows.
I feel like we've also talked about
We
it
have-
enough on this
oh, yeah, I think we
podcast.
have-
I think we
So,
have multiple.
I mean, I'm not
episodes
gonna
about
say
it.
the summary about this series, but I, for a long time, was like, I'm not gonna read this book. The guy has a tail. Ew, gross. What? Like, this book seems dumb to me. I don't like animalistic humans. I don't know. It seems like bestiality to me in a way, and I just don't support that. However, I support this book, and it was really good. I love a good fairy. You know it's good when they spell it like this. FAERIE. You know it's a good book.
Fantasy fairy. Yeah.
Yeah.
And yeah, it was a good book, even though he has a tail.
I feel like it's not
You
mentioned
don't,
that much.
yeah, you don't think about it. It's not
Like-
like he touches her with his tail.
No. People like make a big thing
So-
about it online. They're like, he has a tail. What's wrong with? I'm like, I think it was mentioned maybe like 4 times.
Yeah,
and it's just like like she doesn't sexualize it. So I'm like,
No.
I think they're not human.
They're fairy.
Like they're not. That's the point. They're
Yeah.
supposed to be like animalistic in a sense because they're not human at all.
There's a wildness to them.
Yeah.
As a species.
Yeah.
Yeah, no. So this series was really
She
good.
finally read it.
They've both been telling me to read it forever. And I finally did, because I wanted a good fantasy series, and it definitely did. If you just want a good, I guess you guys also have mentioned good fantasy books to read, just because you like
These
in
are
a
also-
reading slump.
These are also all pretty short. They're
Yeah,
all 300.
They're
Really
digestible. Like they're YA. written,
Yeah,
so
there's
it's
no
like-
spice in it. So if you're looking for that, don't read this series. However, I recommend it nonetheless.
I would say it's a core fantasy series.
yeah.
If you like fantasy books, if you say you're a fantasy reader,
You have to have
you
read
have to read the
the
Book
Cruel
of the Air.
Prince. Yeah.
And like the Jude is pretty cool.
I love her.
Like
love
her
Jude.
character is really cool. What's her sister's name again? Is it
Taryn.
Taryn.
Oh, she sucks.
Although
really
in
dislike
the
her.
spin-off duology,
I still have not read that.
I love the
I
spin-off.
need to read
Her
them.
older
Erica
sister.
Erica has my book over
been
there
sitting there.
as a mouse pad.
It's a mouse.
Well,
Yeah, it's right over there. Look, she uses it as a mouse pad.
I need
It's
a
like one of
mouse
my favorite
pad.
books, and you do get more insight
with,
into why
Oak,
Taryn.
right?
Yeah, it's about Oak and Surin, who was that girl with the blue skin
Yes.
with the bridle, and I love their characters, and I love it. But you get more insight about why Taryn sucks so much in
Oh,
the
that's
Cruel
good
Prince
to know,
books.
actually.
And you kind of like understand her more. Do I like her still? No. So
I will say in this series that surprised me, I think it's different than other ones, is that Carden is like actually really mean to her.
he
Like
Yeah.
it is not just
He's,
like
like,
enemies
actual-
to lover, like
No,
oh,
he's
like
a
kind of
bully.
banter. Like
He's, like,
he
really a
actually
bully.
bullies her, and
Yeah.
it's kind of crazy that they end up together. Not gonna lie, because he was awful to her. His friends.
Yeah.
I mean, they.
Yeah.
Oh, I'm not gonna say that. I'm not gonna spoil it. But I guess everyone's read this book though. It's a very popular
Well,
book.
you can just they bully
They're,
her
like,
in such an extreme.
Honestly,
it's
kind of
cool
extreme for a
bullying.
young adult, in my opinion. I thought
Some
it
of
was,
them are very extreme. Yeah,
it's kind of
Yeah.
graphic
like
too.
the fairy fruit scene.
Yeah,
I
that
know.
one's really
was
horrible.
really hard to read. It was.
was.
Like, yeah, but it just goes to show like how horrible he was.
But that's why I find that them like becoming lovers is kind of odd and a little fake in my way, a little like push, because he was so mean to her, and I get like why and his reasonings and stuff, but I feel like they switched really quickly to lovers, and I wish that they honestly just weren't lovers, maybe just turned friends.
My one complaint for this series that has always stood true is one, I think the books, and this is hard because they're YA, right? I feel like if they were written today, they probably could have been longer, and YA has its page and word limits. But I don't know, I always felt like they ended like too soon. And that's
A
not just
bit,
because they
yeah.
were good. It was because I needed a little more.
Yeah.
Yeah,
like
I would
either
agree.
world building or explanation. Because it gets very political.
Yeah.
And that's also why I think the romantasy aspect of it is not... It jumps really quickly. I feel
I mean,
like
but
if these
I-
were...
And the beginning is kind of gruesome, too.
I
Kinda
wouldn't
dark.
say this is a romantasy though. Like people
No, it's more
categorize
political.
it as a romantasy, and that's why they don't like it.
Oh,
because
that's a
there's
good
a lot of
point.
polarization with this series because people think, oh, it's enemies to lovers. Like
It's not.
Yes, but no. Like
Yeah.
it has that, but it's not. It's not like a romantasy.
But I agree with your point. I think it would be nice if they were just friends. Like, I love Cardin and Jude together, but I
just don't think they need a
But
romance.
honestly, I feel like that's kind of... They become more of partners than anything.
That's
Yeah.
Like, I
yeah.
don't think...
Yeah.
It's not super heavy on their love for one another. It's more like they have a common goal, and they work together and grow closer to reach that goal.
Yeah.
And marriage, right, is the ultimate way to
Yeah.
reach that goal.
Yeah, I would say like very
Yeah.
partner heavy. You had an honorable mention. What was it?
Yes, the Housemaid. Because, well, and this one's really popular, too.
I just read it the other week.
Yeah.
Now I
really
feel
good.
like I need to read
It
it,
is
so
really
I can
good.
see the movie with you guys.
I know
Yeah.
it's really popular, and it deserves to be popular. I think it's really entertaining, and yeah, I guess
It's a
it's
thriller?
predictable. Yeah, it's another thriller. I love thrillers, as you can tell, and it was good. Sasha said it reminds her of Verity by Colleen
by
Hoover,
Colleen
which
Hoover.
is true.
They're also making that into a movie, which I thought was
with
very
Anne Hathaway,
interesting.
right?
Yeah. So I would say this is Verity was more like scary because she's like imagining the like comatose
Yeah.
wife walking around. This was like it was predictable, but it was like such an easy read. And I
Such
ate it
an
up.
easy
Literally
read,
the
yeah.
worst slump of my life, like reading wise. I guess in life wise, but reading wise mainly. So this really like I read this in like 24 hours. It really just like got my attention, even though
Yeah.
it was predictable. I
There's
thoroughly
just
enjoyed
something
myself.
about this book
Something
that's
about it.
really good.
Do you
I
both
mean,
have it physically or audio?
I listened to it on audio.
I have it physically, so
like I
you can
should
borrow
try.
my copy.
But I will say, like, for me, audiobooks are really hard, where I can't finish them. I find them really hard to finish.
This is the thing. I feel
But
like if
this
you're
one's
not
good.
commuting to work every day, I feel like it's hard.
Also,
Actually, I guess
it's the-
Sasha just listens to them.
Yeah, I just like when I'm cleaning.
When I'm commuting,
like-
that's when I listen to stuff.
Yeah,
so.
I used to. Well, that's the thing. Audiobooks, if the voice is annoying,
Oh yeah, no,
I
can't do it.
can't do it. And that's like even with what book was it? It was one of the new Hunger Game books. No shade to whoever the narrator is. I just like I didn't like their voice, and so I was like I can't listen. I don't know if that's mean or
When
not,
it's a
but
fantasy series, I like the voice of an older woman, or like a deep booming older man's voice. I like when there's like a voice sounds aged for a fantasy book. That's my preference. And if there is a British accent,
I think that's cherry on top. I like
That's,
like
yeah,
a little
like,
accent on my. I like honestly on any book. I like.
Yeah,
a
I like-
British accent. It'll be easier for me to read it.
yeah, I don't know. It does something to me. Like it's like if I'm reading by a fire, just a classic little. I don't know.
Yeah, no, it's cozy.
I enjoy
But
it.
yeah,
Are we gonna quickly divulge into our goals?
yeah. Really quickly, we've got a little bit of time left. What are our reading goals? Let's just do for next year for 2026. What are each of our reading goals?
I don't know. Let me think.
I have my notebook. Give me a second.
I think for me, I'll go first. I think I want to
Whoa.
branch out into more like classics. I want to read more classics. I also want to read more like dark academia books, like you know what I mean? Like I don't want to just read fantasy. I feel like I'm okay with fantasy and other things. Because I think I'm getting burnt out from fantasy. And that's my goal.
Good goal, good goal. I'll go. I just thought of a goal.
Mhm.
Similar to you, branching out different genres. I want to read more nonfiction in particular. And I'm reading one nonfiction book right now, and I enjoy it. But I want to get more into like nonfiction and maybe like about topics that honestly maybe don't have any interest in, but then I become interested in because I'm reading it. Or memoirs. I like many people love memoirs, and I mean, if everyone loves them, there's gotta be something about them. I know I think there's a Kamala Harris one that came out, and that one was apparently really good.
I think I have that. I bought that for my mom.
Oh, you did? Yeah, I want to read that one, and just try to read more nonfiction, maybe just cool historical figures that I wouldn't necessarily think about, but reading, just learning more about them. I mean, reading is fun, but it can also be educational, and...
Yeah.
Oh.
Oh, did that...
No, it's
still
going.
It's still going.
That's very similar to my reading goals, actually, as well. I feel like we all kind of have semi-similar ones.
Yeah.
So when I was jotting down my notes, I called it one disciplinary reading, which sounds maybe a little scary, but I want to be able, for one, with like one of my writing projects I'm working on, I have to read a lot for it in order to complete it. So that's a lot of heavy academic reading. So I want to just be really disciplined on reading those things that are valuable to that project. So like having that discipline. But also, going off of that, I would like to, like you said, kind of, I want to read to learn and read when bored a little more. I want to push myself. I read for pleasure mainly, but I don't know. I want to decrease my technology usage or reliance on technology in 2026 in the sense of I want to, instead of Googling something, if I'm interested in it or I have a question, I want to read an actual like article on it. Either if it's academic or if I'm interested in something, finding kind of like what you said, a book on it instead of relying on the internet to just give me a quick fix, because I think it's just there's so much information out there, there's so many things to learn, so I want to kind of force myself to do what I guess people would do when the internet wasn't readily available before the early 2000s, and reading when bored. I just want to get off. Not that I'm on my phone that much anyway.
You need to
when I'm working, but
get into crossword puzzles.
Ooh,
I finished the New York Times crossword puzzle yesterday.
Those are great.
That's good.
But I just think that
It's hard.
Because I was telling Sasha earlier, it's kind of like when you go to the gym. Sometimes you don't want to go to the gym, but you feel better afterward. I really think reading is that. Every time I read, I find pleasure in it most times.
Or it makes you fall asleep.
Or it makes you fall asleep.
If
would
you
also
read on
love
your bed, though, it'll make you fall asleep.
Would love to pick up reading before bed as well. That would be a great habit. Don't know if that's
Shit.
but I know people always say it's a great habit to have. I don't know. So it's kind of my year of...
Wait, I have another goal.
What?
I'm gonna finish every book club book I have this year, even if I find them boring. Which a lot of them...
Disciplinary reading.
Exactly. We're starting a book club in our friend group. Actually,
But we're gonna pick fun books
this
for that.
year.
So.
Yeah. But maybe that we can incorporate that into the podcast maybe and like
Do a book
do
club
something with
episode.
that. Yeah. But if you haven't, New Year idea, start a book club with your friends. Like meet every month. And it's like an excuse to hang out, but also read a book. And like kind of makes you accountable. Like, oh, I have to finish whatever.
does.
You
by-
would think it makes you accountable, but like, it kind of doesn't.
It's hard. It's hard.
It's hard when you read a book that you don't like. Or you're
Yeah,
not
it has to be
interested
something
in.
that you like. But we're all gonna kind of choose what we're
Well, plus if I'm doing it
into.
on audio, then I'm fine.
exactly.
You would.
That's my-
I tried all of mine on audio and I failed.
Really?
Yeah.
Poor Erica, she's reading these terrible.
Okay, like, I'll mention them because this is a book podcast. Damascus Station about Syrian spies. The Briar Club about a boarding house.
I think I heard of
Murder. It was a guy murder. I think that one was better than the spy one. Actually, that one was fine.
Do you just not like espionage in general?
Yeah, it seems like there's a common theme.
Okay,
here.
well, no, it's how they're written.
Oh.
So, the Briar Club, there's literally zero plot.
Oh.
They just go into each of these characters, and I'm like, I don't care about half of them. And then, literally no plot, just character driven. Then the spy one, I mean, I could not care less about Syrian spies,
Tell them how it is.
about what the State Department's trying to do in Syria, or not CIA is trying to do in Syria.
Is it fiction?
I think it's written by someone who's in the CIA, but it's fiction.
Oh.
But it's probably based off something he did in Syria or something. I don't know. Don't shoot me.
Interesting.
But
Yeah.
I just don't care about it. Sorry.
We're real and honest here.
I mean, that's
okay?
fair.
Don't read it. If I take anything from this podcast, don't read Damascus Station.
This is my first. This is my first disciplinary read this year.
Okay.
That's
Showed up.
that book.
It was big.
Our friend Sarah got this for me for my birthday, and I do really want to read it, and I started reading it. But it's just thick. It is a
Thick boy.
thick book, and a thick fantasy book, I get through that, right?
Mm-hmm.
A thick historical fiction, never this thick.
It takes some time.
Never this thick. Like a
fiction?
300, 400, it's historical fiction. I mean, there's a lot of good research in it, right? But the characters are made
That's
up.
#1 New York Times bestseller.
Well, James A. Michener, he has a lot of books. He's dead now.
Ripped.
R.I.P.
Rip. But he lived in the Chesapeake Bay area
Bay.
for a long time. They mentioned the Maritime Museum.
Oh.
Yeah, he looked
Shout
at
out
old boats
St.
here.
Michael's.
Yeah.
Shout out St. Michael's Maritime Museum. But anyway,
Yeah.
thick books this year. I really
Thick books are in. Skinny ones, get out
Get
of
out.
here. We do not support that here. So,
All right. On that note, we're signing off. Thank you for listening, or if you're watching, thank you for watching.
I almost dropped the mic.
have to do a mic drop.
Mic drop.
Mic drop. Boop.
Love you guys.
Bye.
Bye.